Yeah, because we just start school, so I can
Right.
meet my friend again.
Good.
It's
Oh,
really
that's good.
great.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And what did you do for Independence Day?
I just
Anything
stay
special?
home. No, I just stay home and spend time with my family as
Right.
usual.
Right. Okay. Okay. Oh, good. Good. Well, I hope you've had a relaxing time anyway. So it must be good to see your friends again too.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So how many so far? There's just three of us. I'll just wait another couple of minutes to see who else is going to join us. So one thing I need to ask each of you, Zung Ha, I'll start with you. So are you going to sit the IELTS exam this year, Zung Ha?
I think I will start to start at the end of this year
At
before
the
when I start grade 12.
Yeah. When do you start grade 12 then?
We start to tell at uh,
What
June.
month? What month?
June.
Oh,
We
June.
start to
So,
study at
oh,
June.
oh, so you will still have still a long time before you start grade 12.
Yeah.
Still what?
So I
Nine
think
months
so I think uh I will have the IELTS test next year.
next year sometime.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just write this down because I think I just need to check. I think some people are having it this year, but I will check. Okay, so next year for you. Um, hello, Duknia.
I'm sorry.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Good, good. So are you doing the IELTS test this year, Duknia, or not
Yeah,
sure?
yeah, maybe this summer, but- or even earlier.
Okay. So, but you are not sure what you do. You have any idea what month, or you're not sure?
But, uh, around like uh, I'm not really sure. Yeah,
Okay. So maybe at the end of the year, but not sure.
yeah.
Okay. What about you, Michael?
I might begin at the beginning of the next year.
So maybe January,
Not actually. March or yeah, around March.
March. Okay. And Kakzong.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have any idea when you want to do the IELTS test or not?
Yes, I will do my IELTS test this year, but I don't know in which month.
Okay, but before the end of the year, you think?
Yes, before the end of the year.
Okay. So the reason I'm asking everyone is obviously I want to make sure that for those people who are doing the IELTS test by the end of the year, that we cover all the program and all the things you need to know. That's why I'm asking. Hello, Kim Nan.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. So do you have any idea, Kim Nan, when you will sit the IELTS test?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so do you have any plan to do it this year or maybe next year?
Uh, I think it's next year in
Okay,
February.
next year, February,
Yeah,
maybe February.
yeah.
Okay. Hello, Jawi, how are you? How are you, Jawi? Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, I can hear you now.
Great. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine.
Good. Hello, Tukling.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good,
Uh,
good.
I'm not at home, so that my internet is unstable. Can I turn off my camera today?
Yeah, sure. Of course. Of course. So I've been asking everyone when they might sit the IELTS test, Tuk Ling. What about you? Do you have any idea?
I think it's April next month. Next year.
April.
Next year. Yes. Next year I will test the IELTS test.
In April. Okay. And Jawi, are you going to do it at all or not?
I think I will have the IELTS exam next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any idea when?
I think at the end of the year.
End of next year.
Yes.
Okay, so still a long time before you do it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, everyone. So I think we will get started. So can you please turn your camera on if you haven't already? So Zung Ha can't see you, and Kak Zung. Can you turn your cameras on, please? Thank you, Zung Ha. Thank you, Kak Zung. Okay, everyone. So we're going to get started. I will share today's program with you. Okay, so you should be able to see today's program. So what we're going to be doing is, first of all, doing a little bit of talking. I will start to introduce more talking into our lessons, so you can practice that. I will also look at someone has got me feeding back. I can hear myself coming back. Thank you. That's better. Thank you for turning that off. Okay, I'm going to look at some of the common mistakes in your writing. Thank you to everyone who sent me their homework, the introduction to that essay. So we'll be looking at that, and I will be reviewing some of the common mistakes that people are making. And then we'll be continuing on with that essay. Before we start, are there any questions? Any questions for me? Okay, so we're going to be warming up for the start of these lessons with some talking. So I want you to take turns at using each of these words you can see here in a two-phrase sentence. A two-phrase sentence like I have done here with ambitious. So ambitious, most of you should know by now, means someone who wants to be very successful. Someone who is ambitious wants to succeed at something, whether it's business or their studies, or anything at all, sport. Someone who is ambitious very much wants to succeed, wants to be one of the best. So that is someone who's ambitious. So my sample sentence says, my sister is very ambitious. One day she wants to be the boss of her own company. So I'm going to ask you to do a sentence like that for each of these words. This is just to practice, of course, making sentences and also to practice vocabulary. So, Michael, I'm going to start with you, please. So clever, please, Michael.
Do I make a phrase?
Yeah, so what I want you to do is just like I did with ambitious.
All right.
Okay, so I want you to, yes, give me a phrase using the word, using the meaning of ambitious. Sorry, not ambitious, clever.
My sister. Oh, okay. My sister is very clever. She already learned how to use mobile devices when she was 5.
She already learned how to use mobile devices when she was
5.
5. Okay, good. Good sentence, Michael. That's great.
Thank you.
Perfect sentence. Okay. Kakzung, creative. Creative. Do you know what creative means, Kakzon?
Can you hear me? I cannot turn off my microphone. Hello.
I can hear you now. I can hear you now, though, Kakzon. So, do you know what creative means?
Creative.
Creative, yeah.
Is that you have
This word
a
here.
lot of idea
Yes.
to
Yeah. Yeah, it means you have a lot of ideas, or means you are good at something like drawing or painting.
draw? Yes.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Or you are good at writing stories. Someone who is creative has ideas. So, can you use it in a sentence like this one, please, Kaksong?
Sentence. Make a
Yeah.
sentence with creative.
Yeah, make a sentence using creative. So just like you can see here, I've highlighted the sentence with ambitious in it. Can you do the same with creative, please?
My brother is really creative and he want to be an artist someday.
He wants to be an artist someday. My brother is really creative. He wants to be an artist someday. That's good. Thank you, Kakzung. Okay, Zung Ha. Good fun. Good fun.
My friend is a good fun person. He's always knows how to people laugh.
Okay. My friend is a good fun person. He always, you probably use the word makes, I think, Zung Ha. Okay. Rather than
Okay.
helps. Makes is better. Makes it. My friend is good fun. He always makes people laugh. Helps is okay, but makes is better. Does that make sense, Sung Ha?
Yeah.
Okay. Duk Nia, you are next. Hardworking. Hardworking.
Hardworking. My friend is very hardworking. He always pushes himself to the limit to get done the job quick.
Oh, okay. He always pushes himself to the limit. Pushes. Okay. You know that word, Duk Nia? Pushes.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, my friend is very hardworking. He always pushes himself to the limit to get the job done. Okay, can you repeat that sentence for me, please, Duk Nia?
Okay. My friend is very hardworking. He always pushes himself to the limit to get the job done.
Perfect. Thank you, Duk Nia. Okay, Kim Nan, you are next. Kim Nan, impatient. Impatient.
Impatient. My friend is impatient person. Because she always wants everything to happen as quickly as possible.
Okay, good sentence, Kim Nan. Very good sentence. Just the first phrase I would change a little bit. My friend is an impatient person. Or my friend is very impatient.
Yeah.
My friend is very impatient. That's how you use it. My friend is very impatient. Or I am very impatient. My friend is very impatient. But the rest of the sentence was perfect. That's good, Kim Nhan. Thank you. Jawi, open-minded. Open-minded.
My friend is an open-minded person. He always willing to consider new ideas and opinions.
Okay, he's, did I hear the S on the end, Jawi?
He
You have to have the S. He's always.
is always.
Yeah, like, which is short for he is. He is always willing to consider new ideas. Okay, but that's good. Just remember the S, he is. Okay, Tukling. Outgoing,
Okay.
Tukling, outgoing.
Okay. My friend is a outgoing person, and she always have people to solve problem when they met some. Hey, can I say it again?
You can, of course.
My friend is a outgoing person. She always have people when they met some problem and help them to solve this.
Okay, she always, she always. Okay, Tukling, I need to hear the S. She always, always. Actually, we will be looking at this shortly, this subject verb exercise to help you practice putting S's on the end of words. So can you do, Tukling, can you do the second phrase again, please? This time saying helps. She always helps.
What did you say?
Can you do it again, please, Tukling? But this
Okay.
time putting the S on always, and also the S on helps. Okay.
Okay. My friend is an outgoing person. She always help people when she always helps people when they met some problems, right?
Good. She always helps people when they meet some problems. Okay. Meet some problems. Needs to be present tense.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, Tukling. Where are you, by the way, Tukling? You sound like you are somewhere outside in the country.
Yes, this month in a military school.
Really?
Yes, I'm not at my home.
Okay, you're at a military school.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to stay here for 1 month.
1 month. Wow. And
Yeah.
what do you do there? What do you do? Tell me.
I will do as a soul leaders in Vietnam. Yeah.
What you mean you are learning to be a soldier?
Yes, I think so.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. And how is it so far? Is it good fun or not?
It's quite tired. And,
Right. Okay.
yes.
So it's quite tiring.
But I still think it's really fun.
Okay, that's good. Oh, very interesting. Thank you, Tukling. Okay, you have to tell me some more sometime. I'm very interested in that. That sounds very different. Something very different. Thank you. Okay, just 2 more of these to go. Michael.
Yes.
Okay. Oversensitive. Michael, oversensitive.
My mom is very oversensitive. She noticed every change in the house immediately.
Okay, good. Oversensitive. So for everyone, if you are not sure what oversensitive means, it means you feel things very deeply. If you are oversensitive, you feel things deeply. All right, maybe too deeply if you are oversensitive. Kakzung.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Oversensitive. Do you know what the opposite is of oversensitive?
Of course,
Of oversensitive. What is the opposite?
like that, you always have be and.
Sure, but can you give me the
That,
word? Yeah, can you
but
give
I
me the
don't know
word?
the word. I don't know
You're
the
not
word.
sure of the word? Okay.
Yeah.
Zungha, do you know? The opposite word to oversensitive. The opposite. It's not unsensitive, by the way. Not un. Do you know what it is?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll tell everyone it's insensitive, by the way. In. Okay, Kakzung?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, in. The opposite of oversensitive means insensitive. Means you don't feel things deeply at all. And maybe you don't notice what other people are saying or doing. All right. Someone who is oversensitive is usually very worried about what other people do or say or think about them. That's what oversensitive is. Okay. Last one of these. Duknia.
Yes.
Reliable, reliable, Dr. Nia.
Reliable.
A sentence, please.
Yeah. My friend is very reliable. I can trust him. Like, okay. My friend is very reliable. I can trust him anytime.
You can, sorry, I didn't hear that word. You
Trust.
can trust him.
Trust him.
Ah, okay. My friend is very reliable. The better way to say that, Duknia, is you would say, my friend is very reliable. I always trust him. Okay, is how you would say it in English. Not I can trust him anytime. Doesn't quite make sense with that word. Okay, you would say, my friend is very reliable. I can trust him, or I always trust him. Okay, Duknia?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's better. All right. All right, everyone. So on to our next speaking exercise. I need you to tell me in 3 sentences about a favorite place you like to visit. Okay, I just want 3 short sentences. First sentence, what or where is the place? Second sentence, how often do you go there? Third sentence, why is this a favorite place to visit? All right. And remember, I like you to start these exercises by saying, I'm going to tell you about. I'm going to tell you about. Okay. Kim Nan, can you start, please? So we will have Kim Nan first, then Jia Wei, then Tuk Ling, and then Michael. Okay. Kim Nan,
Yeah.
are you ready, Kim Nan?
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite place I like to visit is Sapa. Because it is the coldest place in Vietnam, and I went to Sapa once time, but it deep impressions on me.
Okay, good. So I went to Sapa once. I went to Sapa once. Okay, not one time. Better
Yeah.
to say once. I went to Sapa once, and it made a big impression on me. Can you say that, please, Kim Nan? I went to Sapa once, and it made a big impression on me.
I went to Sapa once, and it's making impressions on me.
Okay, it made. Remember, this is past tense because you've already been there. So it made a big impression on me. Can you say that, please, Kim Nan?
It made a big impression on me.
Good. It made a big impression on me. That's better, Kim Nan. Thank you. I went to Sapa once and it made a big impression on me. Okay, means I was very impressed when I was there.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kim Nan. Shall we?
Okay. My favorite place that I love to, I would love to visit. My favorite place that I love to visit in Hanoi. It's a coffee shop where my friend work at. I usually visit there like twice a week because I have time to chat with my friends.
Okay, you visit there twice a week because you have time to chat with your friends.
Yes.
Okay, that's good, Jawi. That's good. Just remember when you are doing a talk like this, at the end of the sentence, to make your inflection go down. Okay? I visit there twice a week because I like to chat with my friends. Okay?
Okay, yes.
Okay, so not I visit there twice a week because I like to chat with my friends. Okay, that if you do that, it sounds like a question. Okay, so you want to make it, you want to make your voice go the other way, so it doesn't sound like a question. Okay, thank you, shall we? Tuk Ling.
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
My favorite place I love to visit is the shopping mall, which near my house. Every Sunday, my mom and I often go there to buy food for a week. It is a very beautiful place and has a lot of stores selling the necessary things such as food, clothes, food, and you can buy everything when you come here.
Okay, very good answer, Tukling. Okay, just two things to correct about your English. You need to say the shopping mall which is near my place. Okay,
Yes,
you missed out the is. The shopping mall which is near my place. And the other one, just change your pronunciation. Clothes. Can you say that? Clothes.
clothes,
Yeah. You
clothes.
yeah, you said to me clothes. Clothes. It's not correct pronunciation. Even though that's what it looks like, but it's not pronounced that. It is pronounced clothes. A little bit hard, I know, for you. Clothes, clothes, clothes.
Clothes.
Yes, better. It's better. Okay, clothes. Good. Okay, so Michael is next, then Kak Zung, then Zung Ha. Okay, Michael.
Yes. Singapore has always been my favorite place to visit. Well, I can only visit the place twice a year because due to the airport price increasing. And well, it is my favorite place because of how clean it is. And the traffic there are pretty or organized. And one of the most cleanest city in the world. Thank you.
Okay. See, that is enough, Michael. Okay, that is enough.
Yeah,
So
I
for
would
these,
like to
yeah,
talk more, but I know that
yeah.
you're
So
gonna say that.
yeah. So for these questions, you don't need to talk too much. Okay. You only need to have, like I say, 3 or maybe 4 sentences. So I like Singapore because it's a very clean city and because the traffic is very. What is the traffic in Singapore, Michael? How would you describe it?
Organized.
The traffic is very organized. Okay, the traffic is very organized. So just those two things are all you need. Okay,
Oh,
I like Singapore because it's very clean and the traffic is very organized. Okay, that's all you need.
okay.
Okay, these questions are very simple. And if this was an exam, like the IELTS exam, they don't want you to talk for too long for these questions. So you only
Oh,
need to give 1 or 2 reasons. That's all, because they have more questions to ask you. Okay.
okay.
Kak Zung.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
My favorite place I want to visit is Palau Prison in Hanoi, because it is a historical place that built in the war between France and Vietnam. Is really famous in Hanoi, but I didn't have chance to visit it, so I want to try visit it one time.
Okay. I haven't had a chance to visit it. I haven't had a chance to visit it.
I have
Remember
not
past tense. I haven't had a chance to visit it, but I would like to visit it
but
one
I would
time.
like to visit
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to visit it, but I would like to. Is even better. I haven't had a chance to visit it, but I would like to. Can you say that, please?
I haven't had a chance to visit, uh, but I want to.
Yeah, but I would like to. But
But I
I
would
would
like
like
to
to.
visit it.
Yeah, but I would like to.
What I would like to visit it.
Yeah, stop there. And just stop there. I haven't had a chance to visit it, but I would like to. That's all you need to say, Kaksan. All you need to say. Very simple. I haven't had a chance to visit it, but I would like to. Okay. And last one, Zong Ha.
So Dalat is my favorite place that I would like to visit because I have chance to visit it once with my family on holiday. I really like the weather in Sabah, and I like to wear sweater too. So I like the weather in Dalat, and I really like wearing sweater, like warm clothes too. So Dalat is a suitable place for me.
Okay, so you like Dalat because so you can wear a sweater and because you
Yeah.
like the climate. Okay, that's good. Good English, Sungha. That's fine. That's fine. Again, remember for this, you don't need to make your answer too long. Okay, so just 2 reasons is enough, Sungha. I really like to visit Dalat because of the climate, and because it is cold, I can wear my sweater. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so for these questions, you don't need to give a long answer. Just a couple of reasons is fine. Because like I was saying to Michael, the examiner will have many more questions to ask you. So you don't need to give a long answer to each question. All right? Okay, good. Thank you, Zungha. Okay, thank you, everyone. So now we're going on to common mistakes in your writing. So thank you, everyone who sent me the homework. That's great. These are the common mistakes I have seen in most people's writing. If, by the way, you have any questions about the corrections I've made to your homework, please ask me or please email me. So looking at the common mistakes in your writing. So these are all things that you need to improve in your writing. Most of you have the right idea now with writing the introduction, but these are the mistakes. These are the things you need to do to improve. So, excuse me. Duk Nia.
Yes.
Okay, Duk Nia, can you please read for me common mistake number 1, please?
Mistake number 1, paraphrase is not accurate.
Thank you, Duk Nia. Paraphrase is not accurate. What I mean by that is sometimes people are using synonyms that are not exactly the right synonym, don't mean exactly the same as the word you are trying to replace. So please just be careful that you are not using words which change the meaning of the paraphrase. I'll give you an example. Someone wrote in their answer to this question, instead of saying government should spend more money on education, they used the word cash instead of money. So while cash and money are similar and they are synonyms, in a sentence like this, cash doesn't quite make sense because governments don't usually use cash. You and I use cash. Maybe you have some cash in your wallet, but governments don't usually talk about cash. Governments talk about money, which is a slightly more formal word, or governments talk about finances, which is an even more formal word. But governments don't usually talk about cash. Cash is what people have, not governments. Does that make sense, Duk Nia?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, good. So cash and money, while yes, they are synonyms, but in this context, they don't mean quite the same thing. Like I say, people have cash, but governments don't usually have cash. So just be careful that your paraphrase is accurate. All right. Kim Nan.
Yeah.
Okay, what is common mistake number 2, Kim Nan?
Mm, uh, I don't know.
You can see I have highlighted it, Kim Nan. Can you look at what is in the document?
Yeah. It's article.
Correct. Common mistake number 2 is articles. Do you know what an article is, Kim Nan? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, it is one of those small words. The or a are the 2 most common ones. The or a are articles, and they are very common in English, often with foreign, Vietnamese students writing, they forget to use the articles because you don't have them in your language. But in English, they are very important to show that you can speak or write English fluently. So please remember to use the or a when you need to. When you're talking about the pen, the government, a dog, a motorcycle. Okay, please remember to use the and a both in your speaking and in your writing. If you don't, you will lose marks. So they are very small words, the and a, but you need to use them to show that you know how to use them and that you are fluent. So the and a. Does that make sense, Kim Nam?
Yes.
Okay, good. So the and a. Okay, ja oui. Ja oui.
Yes.
Okay, what is number 3, ja oui? Number 3 on the list.
Punctuation.
Yeah,
Is a capital letter paragraph.
correct. Okay. Remember this here, ja oui, e.g. You just say e.g. E.g.
Okay.
What does e.g. mean, ja oui? Do you know? E.g.
Example.
Correct. Means for example. Okay.
Yes.
It is a short way of writing for example. Okay. But it is used very often in written language. E.g. just means for example.
Yes.
Punctuation. So again, I'm sure you all know this, but some of you are being a little bit careless sometimes, and you are forgetting to start sentences with capital letters. Sometimes you are forgetting to leave a blank space when you start a new paragraph. Sometimes you are forgetting to use commas or full stops at the end of sentences. Just very small, silly little things. But if you don't do them, then again, you will lose marks. So please just once you have written something, check it to make sure your punctuation is correct. And the last one of these most common mistakes, and one we are going to spend a little bit of time on this afternoon, is this one here. Tukling. Tukling. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah, number 4. What is it, Tukling?
It is subject verb agreement.
Correct. Subject verb agreement. So I'm going to share another page with you now to explain exactly what that means. So I'm sure all of you have practiced this many times, but this is a very common mistake in your writing, which is why we're going to practice it a bit more now. So in a sentence, if the subject is singular, the verb gets the S. I'm sure most of you can remember that the subject in a sentence is the thing or the noun that is doing the action. Okay, that is the subject. And the verb, of course, is the action it is doing. I hope that makes sense. So what I am finding in a lot of your writing is that you are not putting the S on the verb when you need to. A lot of people are forgetting the S on the verb. And in fact, some of you did it when we were doing the speaking exercise just before. Some of you were forgetting to put the S on the verb. And you need to put the S on the verb when necessary. And so this is the rule. If the subject is singular, the verb gets the S. Michael, can you read the example for me, please?
Example, the teacher helps me with my homework. The bowl eat grass.
Good. Thank you, Michael. So you can see in each of these, the subject in this sentence, the subject is the teacher. Is the teacher singular or plural, Michael?
The teacher is singular.
Correct. It's singular. The teacher is singular. There's only one teacher in the sentence, okay? So the teacher is singular. That means the verb has to have an S on it. Helps, okay? So if the subject, in this case, the teacher, is singular, then the verb has to have an S. All right? Same with this sentence, the bull, the bull. Kakzung, kakzung.
Yes.
Kakzung, is the bull singular or plural? in the sentence?
Singular.
Singular, yes, there's only one bull. Okay,
Yes.
because you know that because it says the bull. The
Yes.
bull means there's just one bull, so it's singular. Because it's singular, it means the verb, which is eats, yeah, has to have an S on the end. Okay, the bull eats grass. Okay, this is singular, so the verb has to have an S. Like I say, this is important both in speaking and in writing. Okay, and the opposite is also true. If the subject is plural, then the subject gets the S and the verb does not. All right, so these are the same sentences but with plural subjects. Zongha.
Yes,
Okay, Zongha, can you read the example, please?
the teachers help me with my homework. The bulls eat grass.
Correct. Okay, so the teachers, is that plural or singular? Zongha.
Plural.
Correct. Okay, so because teachers is plural, then the verb doesn't have an S. Okay, the S instead goes on teachers. Does that make sense, Zongha?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sure you've done this many times over the years since you were young. Duknia.
Yes.
Okay, this sentence here, Duknia, the bulls, is that singular or plural? It's plural.
Oh, plural. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, because bull has an S on the end. Okay, so bull means there's more than one bull.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So this is plural. Because it's plural, it has an S on the end. That means the verb does not have an S. Does that make sense, Duknia?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so again, everyone, and like I say, I'm sure you've done this since you were young children. So I'm sure I'm not telling you anything new, but we are doing this exercise because you are still making mistakes with this. So again, if the subject is singular, the verb gets the S. If the subject is plural, which it already has an S, then the verb does not have an S. Okay, simple as that. Very simple. And by the way, just remember that although plurals in English have an S on the end, not every word that ends in S is plural. Okay, so for example, these words, drinks, dances, runs, are not plural. All right, they are not plural. That is just the way the words are spelt. And also a word doesn't have to have an S to be plural, just to be a little bit confusing. For example, Kim Nan,
Yeah.
what is the plural of child? Kim Nan, what is the plural of child? When you have more than one child, what do you call them?
Children.
Yes, children, okay? So it doesn't have an S, does it? It's a
Yeah.
plural, but doesn't have an S. So not every word has to have an S to be plural. So the plural of children is not childs, of course. The plural of child, is children. Thank you, Kim Nan. Okay, so what I want you each to do now, and I want you to do this to me in chat, okay, is choose the correct verb to complete each sentence. So you will see one verb doesn't have an S, the other verb does have an S. So you have to choose the correct verb according to the rule we have here. So what I want you to do is send it to me in chat. All you have to do, please, is send me the correct word. So you need to send me 10 words. Travel or travels, visit or visits. Choose the correct word for each sentence. Send me all of them at once in chat. Okay, not one at a time. Please send me all 10 words in chat. Any questions? Okay, do that now, please. And remember, if you are not sure, here is the rules. How you decide whether the verb has an S or not. Okay, thank you, Kimnan. I can see yours. Okay, Kimnan, they are all correct except for number 8. Number 8. Although this is a very common mistake, Kimnan. So, can you hear me, Kimnan?
Yeah.
Okay, so my family is actually a singular verb, a singular noun, sorry. All right. Even though there are more than one person, or there is more than one person in your family, and that doesn't make it plural. Okay.
Yeah.
Family is actually a singular noun, but this is so it should be shop, not shops.
Yeah.
But this, Kim Nan, is a very common mistake, even among native speakers. Okay. Some native speakers will make this mistake because they think, oh, family has more than one person, so it must be plural. But the word family is actually a singular noun. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you, Kim Nan. All right, Michael. Okay, that's all correct. Thank you, Michael. Okay, Kakzung. Okay, that's correct. Thank you, Kakzung. Duknia. All correct except for number 9. Duknia. Can you hear me, Duknia?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so visitors, even though, okay, so visitors is plural.
Yeah.
Okay, has an S on the end. All right. So
Okay.
if it has an S on the end of visitors, you don't need an S on the verb. So it's all visitors enter. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Duknia. Okay, Zung Ha. All right, those are all correct. Thank you, Zung Ha. Tuk Ling. Okay, those are all correct. Thank you, Tuk Ling. And Jawi. Okay, those are all correct. Thank you, Jawi. So, like I was saying, I'm sure most of you have done these since you were children. Okay, so this is nothing new for you. But the reason we are doing this is that because even though you know the rule, you are often making mistakes with these in both your writing and conversation. So that's why I need to practice it. Okay, so I'll just very quickly go through these. Tuk Ling.
Yes.
Number one, please, Tuk Ling. Can you read sentence number one? Read the complete sentence with the correct word.
The plane travels 3 hours between cities.
Good. Is the plane singular or plural, Tuk Ling?
It's singular.
Correct. Okay, so the verb must have the S. That is correct. Jawi, number two. Jawi. Hello, Jawi.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Jawi. Number two, please. Can you read me number two?
My cousins visits. My cousins visit during their break from school.
Okay, good. Thank you. So is cousins singular or plural, shall we?
Plural.
Correct. Okay, so cousins has the S. Visit, the verb, has no S. That is correct. Thank you, Jawi. Number three, please. Kim Nan.
Yeah. The principal tells funny jokes that make me laugh.
Good. Is the principal singular or plural, Kim Nan?
Is singular.
Correct. Okay, so that means the verb has the S. You are correct. The principal tells. The verb has the S because principal is singular. Thank you, Kim Nan. Duk Nia. Number four, Duk Nia.
So P stands for paraphrase.
Good. Is the P singular or plural?
So P is singular.
Correct, it is. Actually, in one of my other classes, they got a little bit confused about this. How can a P be singular or plural? But of course, it is singular because it's just one letter. It's only one letter, so it must be singular, which of course means the verb gets the S. Okay, Zung Ha. Number five. Number five.
He sharpens his pencil before class begins.
Is he singular or plural?
Singular.
Correct. So the verb gets the S. Michael.
Yes.
Number six, please.
I think I sleeps late on the weekend.
You said I sleeps late. Is
No,
I
it's sleep.
Yeah, yes, because is I singular or plural?
I singular.
Correct. Okay, so it must be sleeps. Okay. If this is singular, the verb must have an S. All right.
Yeah.
That's the rule. So if the subject is singular, the verb has an S. That's the rule. Is this true, by the way, Michael? The sentence for you?
Well, not actually, because
Not
I've
actually.
been really busy right now.
Okay,
I
so
don't even
not
have time to play.
right. Okay, so you don't sleep late at weekends. Sorry to hear that, Michael. Okay, Kak Zung, number seven.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
Number seven. Cox.
Okay, can you read the whole sentence, please, Kekson?
The doctor coughs when she is talking to the patient.
Good. The doctor coughs when she is talking to the patient. So this word here pronounced coughs, like it's an F. Coughs, coughs. Just
Coughs.
okay. Is the doctor singular or plural?
Singular.
Correct. Okay, so it means the verb coughs must have the S. Okay. Tukling, number 8. Tukling, number 8.
My family shop for food at the local supermarket.
Good. Is my family singular or plural?
Is plural.
Actually, it's not Tukling. Okay. I was saying this before to Kim Nan. This is a very common mistake, even for native speakers. Okay. So family actually is not plural, even though there is more than one person in a family. But the word family itself is a singular noun. Does that make
Yes.
sense, Tukling? So
Yes.
the word family is a singular noun, even though there can be many people in a family. So, but that doesn't mean it's plural. Okay, the word family is actually singular. All right. So in that case, my family, okay, shops.
Right.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, good. My family shop. All right. Number 9, Jawi. Jawi.
Yes, I'm here.
Number 9. Number 9.
Our visitors enter through the front entrance of the hospital. Sorry.
Good. That's better. Of the hospital. Okay. I hope you don't get those confused, Jawi, by the way. You don't confuse a hospital with a hotel. Otherwise, you could have a problem one day. All right. Yeah. Okay. So is visitors singular or plural, Jawi?
The visitors is a plural.
Correct. Okay. Which means the enters doesn't get the S. And the last one of these, Kim Nan. Number 10, Kim Nan.
The baby cries because it's ready for a nap.
Good. Okay. Is baby singular or plural?
Is singular.
Correct. Okay. So baby is singular, so the verb gets the S. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for doing that. Like I say, very simple rule, something you have been doing since you first started school, I'm sure, but I'm seeing too many mistakes with this in both your speaking and writing. So that's why we have done this exercise. And that also, by the way, is going to be today's homework, but I'll tell you about that a little bit later. Are there any questions about subject-verb agreement before we finish this? Okay. Okay, so time for you to do some writing. So again, just looking at the homework that you did for me this week. So you had to write an introduction to this essay topic. This was the essay topic. All right. And I wanted you to write an introduction. From memory, I think pretty much everyone got the structure correct. So remember, the structure is paraphrase. Then you have your thesis statement, which is where you say you agree or disagree, and then you have to give 2 reasons. So I think everyone did the structure correctly. Some people I know had a little bit of trouble with the paraphrase. If you are not sure how to paraphrase something, don't do it, okay? Just use the original. Just use the original. It's better to do that than make a mistake with your paraphrase. So you will see here what I have done as a sample. This is my sample introduction. Michael.
Yes.
Okay, Michael, can you read my paraphrase, please?
All right. Nations should put more financial resources into education than into sports. I
Good
agree
reading,
with this.
Michael. That's
Yeah.
fine, Michael. That's all I wanted. Just the paraphrase. Okay, so Kak Zung.
Yes,
Okay, Kak Zung. What word have I used instead of governments? What word have I used?
government.
There, instead of governments, what word have I used in my paraphrase?
Sorry, I have no idea.
Okay, can you see the sentence I've written, Kak Zung? You should be able to see that I've highlighted it.
Nations should put more financial resource into education than into sport.
Okay, good. So this is my paraphrase of this sentence. All right. And remember, this is how you always start an essay. You paraphrase the topic sentence. All right. So what word have I used instead of governments, Kak Zung?
Nation.
Correct. I've used nations instead of governments. All right. Zung Ha.
Yes.
Okay. What have I said instead of money? Zung Ha?
Financial resource.
Correct. Financial resources, okay, is a much more formal word of saying money. And remember, I said before that cash is not really a suitable substitute in this sentence because, like I was saying, governments don't usually have cash. People have cash, but not government. Governments have financial resources. So that's a more formal word of saying money. A more formal phrase for money. Resources, by the way, resources is something you have. Resources, you can have resources of intelligence, resources of courage, food resources. Resources is something that you have. So financial resources just means money. And you can see for the rest of my paraphrase, I haven't changed education or I haven't changed sports. Tuknia.
Yes.
Okay, can you think of another word instead of education?
And
Can you think of a synonym instead of education for the sentence off the top of your head? Can you think of one?
no.
You're not sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
not so sure.
Okay. Kim Nan, can you think of one?
I don't know.
Okay, everyone, how about learning? Learning could be maybe a suitable synonym. It will be okay. Learning. Does that make sense, Duknia?
Yeah, that's
Okay, so learning would be a suitable synonym for education. Jawi, sports. Can you think of a suitable synonym for sports for this sentence? Off the top of your head, does anything come to mind?
I haven't come up with anything yet.
Little bit hard. I would think of maybe, how about games?
Yeah.
Maybe. Games could be, yeah, games is not quite the same as sports, is it? Little bit different. But you could use games. But in this case, everyone, you can see the words I have changed. I've changed nations for governments, and I've changed financial resources instead of money. So I've only made 2 changes, okay? And that can be enough. So when you're doing a paraphrase, you don't need to spend too long trying to think of words. Sometimes it can be difficult to think of a synonym off the top of your head. So just do your best, okay, that you can in about a minute. Don't need to spend any more time on that. All right, so the second sentence you can see is my thesis statement, okay? I agree with this statement. Or I could also have written, this essay agrees with this statement. Or I could have said, I disagree with this statement. And now you can see I have given two reasons why I agree. Kim Nan.
Yeah.
Can you read my two reasons, please?
Mm. Yeah.
Can you see it, Kim Nan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Investing in children's education is essential for the future of any country, while sport can be funded by private companies.
Okay, good reading, Kim Nan. Does that make sense to you, my two reasons?
Yeah.
Okay, so investing in children's education. Investing usually means to put money into something. If you invest money, you can invest money in the bank, you can invest money in your brother's business. Okay, invest means to put money into something. And I've got here, instead of investing, I've used a synonym here, funded. All right, funded again is another synonym that's worth remembering to improve your vocabulary. Instead of using investing, I've used funded. Have you heard this word before, Jawi? This word here, funded. Have you heard this word before?
Yes.
Yeah, to fund something means to put money into something. It is a synonym for invest. Okay, to fund something. Fund. Fund, by the way, also means, as a noun, it means a collection of money. You can say, I have a fund of money in the bank. It means I have an amount of money in the bank. So, I think these are quite good reasons. Remember, I've said to you in the past, it doesn't matter what your reasons are as long as you have two. So there is no, you don't get a better mark because you've got a really good reason, and you don't get a bad mark because your reason is not very good. All reasons are considered equal. All reasons are considered equal. So don't spend time trying to think of a really good reason for answering any of these questions. As long as you have two reasons, that's okay. All right. So what I want you to do now is, now you have written the introduction for your homework, I want you to write for me main body paragraph 1. All right, so main body paragraph 1, remember, you take as your first sentence this. This is your topic sentence. Does this make sense, Tuk Ling, to you?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, Tuk Ling, can you give me a reason, okay, to support this topic sentence? Off the top of your head, can you give me a reason? Investing in children's education is essential for the future of any country. Why? Why, Tuk Ling? Why?
I think children is the next generation of the country.
Yes. Yeah. So children are the next generation of the country. Yes. And so?
And investing in them will have the country more developed.
Yes, good. Tuk Ling, that's good. Off the top of your head, that's good. So everyone, Tuk Ling said that children are the future of the country and investing in them will help the country develop. Okay, very good, Tuk Ling. Okay, so that is one reason. Remember, we need two reasons, though. We need two. Michael, can you think of another one?
The reason for like investing.
Sorry, Michael, I couldn't quite hear that.
The reason to invest more money in education?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, investing in children education. Well, it helps to create a better future for the technology and the finances of the country itself.
Okay. Okay, that's not bad, Michael. Good. Okay, it's good. You have an explanation. Now, again, everyone, remember, it doesn't have to be the best explanation in the world that you are coming up with, okay? As long as you have one and as long as you write about it correctly, okay? I hope that makes sense to everyone. So what I want you to do now, and of course, by the way, just before we start, remember every main body paragraph, you need a topic sentence, 2 explanations, and an example. And if you don't know an example, just make one up. So, Kak Zung, does that make sense, what I want you to do? Kak Zung.
Can you hear me?
I can now, Kak Zung. Does it make sense what I want you to do?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm about to share this document with you all, okay? So you can write in it. So you can see I have written here, okay, is my introduction to this topic. Government should spend more money on education and sport. So again, I've done my paraphrase, okay? I've done my thesis statement. I agree with the statement, okay? And this is my first topic sentence. I think investing in children's education is essential for the future of the country. So now you have to take that as your first sentence for main body paragraph 1 and write 2 sentences saying why. Okay, why is investing children's education essential for the future of the country? Why is investing in education in Vietnam good for the future of Vietnam? So you need to give me 2 sentences about that and an example. Are there any questions about what I want you to do? All right, so this is what we are doing for the rest of the lesson. We are practicing our writing for this. So I'm now going to share this with you in chat. Okay, I've now put that in chat, so please go into the document. As usual, put your name in there so I know who was writing, and please write main body paragraph 1 for this essay using this, okay, as your topic sentence. This is the topic sentence for your first paragraph. Investing in children's education is essential for the future of the country. Why? You need to write 2 reasons and an example, which you make up. And again, I'm saying it doesn't matter what your reasons are as long as you have them and as long as they are correctly written. That's what we are testing. Kim Nan, does this make sense for you?
Yes.
Okay. Tuk Ling, are you okay with this?
Yes.
Okay, good. Duk Nia, are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, everyone. I look forward to seeing what you're going to write. And remember, if you're having trouble thinking of ideas, you should be able to think of ideas because you are all smart clever students, but just think, why is it important for Vietnam, for example, to invest in education? Why is that important? So Tuk Ling, remember your first sentence has to be the topic sentence, okay?
Yes, I know that.
Okay, good.
Dạ vâng ạ. Yes.
Okay, can you hear me okay, Tuk Ling?
Yes.
All right. So just looking at your sentences, okay? So just a couple of quick corrections, okay? Children are the next generation. All right. So
Yes.
okay, so remember this is not quite subject verb, but it is similar. So because children is plural, okay,
Yes.
means generation doesn't need an S.
Okay.
Okay.
I know that. Yes.
Okay, so I'll take that off. All right. Can you see what I'm doing?
I can see it.
Good. Okay, and this word here, okay, can you see what it needs to be?
Putting.
Yes, so it needs to be putting. So putting money into learning, not put money, putting money into learning. Okay, okay, that's good. The rest of the sentence is fine, Tuk Ling. Okay,
Yeah.
Zung Ha, Zung Ha.
Yes.
Okay, what is your reason? One of the reasons why a nation won't finance education to sports is essential for the future of any country, because children are considered to be the next generation, and education. Okay, so Zung Ha,
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of how to correct your sentence, because children are considered to be, you don't need this, Zungha.
Um,
Can you see what I've highlighted? Yeah. So
yeah.
So children are not considered to be the next generation. Children are the next generation. Okay, that is a fact. That is a fact, isn't it? Children are the next generation of the country. So you don't need considered to be, because okay, you only use considered to be when you are talking about something that maybe some people won't agree with. Okay, but everyone knows that children are the next generation of the country. Do you see what I mean, Zungha?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't need to say are considered to be, okay, because it is a fact. So children are the next generation for the country. All right. So, but you need to answer this question, Zungha. Why is education more important than sport? Why?
Because education provide knowledge.
Correct. Okay, good. So that's what you need to say. You need to say why. That's what you need to write. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to go. So it's okay to say education is more important than sport, but for this sort of essay, you need to say why. Okay. And you got
Okay.
this reason. Okay, and this reason here, that's fine. Developing education is easier than sports through books and learning new ways. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Mr. Rick.
Okay, Michael. So again, same thing for you. You need to tell me why for this sort of essay, okay?
Um,
You sort of have. You kind of had. Spending financial resources in educational fields is necessary for a brighter future. Okay, so you've sort of answered that question. But that is the sort of thing you need to put into this paragraph, is why. All right. Why is
oh,
spending on education important?
well, I'm writing it.
Yeah. Okay, Kakzung.
Hello. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Kakdung. Okay, so you don't need this, Kakzung, okay, nowadays.
Yes.
Okay, you don't need it. All right, you don't need to see nowadays. Okay, you just say firstly, the effects and benefits of education are, you need to say, are important for the future.
So I need to clear the importance. Yeah.
Yes, you do. Firstly, yeah, so this has to go. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so that makes, so can you see what I've done, Kaksung? So I've just made this a bit clearer. Okay, and
Yes.
also you only need one comma. Firstly, the effects and benefits of education are important for the future. Spending financial resources, and this should be on, not in.
Okay.
Okay, so please continue. Thank you, Kaksung. Okay. Okay, Zhao Wei. Can you hear me, Zhao Wei?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so this is good. You've started with a reason, Zhao Wei. That's good.
Yes.
Education is one of the easiest ways to lead the children on the right track. That's fine, Zhao Wei. That's good. So that you've done one sentence. So I need one more sentence, Zhao Wei. Okay, and an example. All right.
Okay.
And remember, an example, you need to make one up.
Okay, yes.
Okay. Okay, Duknia.
Yes.
Okay, this looks good, Duknia. Firstly, education is the key to what do you know what you've almost got the right word, Duknia, almost. It needs something else on the end here. Do you know what it is? Three more letters. Do you know what they are?
Developing.
Developing. Yes, like that. Okay. Yes. Education is the key to developing a skilled and knowledgeable generation of future workers. Very good reason, Duknia. Very good. By focusing financial support, okay, it needs to be on the, okay, don't need to say children, Duknia, okay, because the education system is usually for children, so you don't need it, okay? All right, and system doesn't need an S. Okay, so that is enough, Duknia. So you already have your two sentences. Okay. So you don't need this sentence now. You need an example. All right. So I'll take that out. Okay, now you need to think of an example. Can you think of an example off the top of your head, Duknia?
Not really. I may have to think for a bit.
Okay, so let me give you a clue. So how does Vietnam, okay, what does the education system do for Vietnam? Does it produce lots of doctors and engineers, for example?
Okay.
Yeah, so that is a good example. You could say, for example, the education system in Vietnam produces a lot more doctors than it used to do. So that is the sort of example you need. Okay, Kim Nan. Hello, Kim Nan.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Kim Nan, I'm just looking at what you have written. Education makes people have more understanding, know what is right and what is wrong. Okay. Okay, I'll just change this slightly, Kim Nan, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, to what is more common English. So instead of no, use this word. Education makes people have more understanding about what is right and what is wrong. Okay, Kim Nan? Thereby reducing the percentage of people who break the law. Okay, so the rest of the sentence is fine, Kim Nan. Additionally, education contributes to economic growth. All right. And you would say something like, okay, see what I've done, Kim Nan?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that is all you need, Kim Nan. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all you need. Now, all you need to finish this paragraph now is an example, and we
Yeah.
will do that next week. Okay, everyone, it's past, so time to finish the lesson. So can you please stop typing and just have a quick look here. I will show you what Kim Nan has written as an example. All right. Michael, can you see this, what Kim Nan has written?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. Sung Ha, are you looking at what Kim Nan has written?
Yes.
Okay. Duk Nia, are you looking at what Kim Nan has written?
What? No.
Okay, we're looking. Can you see what Kim Nan has written, Duk Nia?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So everyone, so again, I'm just using this as an example. So this is Kim Nan's topic sentence, okay, which is the one that I gave you. This is how you should start the paragraph. And Kim Nan now has two reasons. Okay, this is the first reason. Okay, education helps people understand what is right and what is wrong. Okay, reducing the people who break the law. So that is explanation number one. And then Kim Nan has given me explanation number two. Education contributes to economic growth, helping people have a better life. All right, so the two reasons to back up the topic sentence are there, and that is all you need to do for this. All Kim Nan needs to do now is give an example of maybe how education has contributed to economic growth in Vietnam. And then this paragraph is finished. So again, I just want you to understand the structure of these paragraphs. All right, the topic sentence, okay, and two reasons that support the topic sentence. Now she needs an example. I hope everyone understands that. Okay, we will finish this next week, this paragraph. In the meantime, everyone, this is your homework for this week. Please email me the answers to these subject-verb questions. All right, this should only take you 5 minutes, but these are, a couple of them are a little more tricky than the examples we've been doing. But I just want to give you more practice at this and to see that you understand when to use an S and when you don't use an S on a verb. All right, so please email me the answers to these questions. This is your homework for this week. Are there any questions about that? No questions. No questions. Okay, Sung Ha, I can't see you. Okay, now I can. Thank you, Sung Ha. Okay, everyone, thank you for concentrating. Okay, thank you for your work this afternoon. As always, please send me any questions that you have about the structure of the essay. That's what we're working on now. After we've finished this set of essays, by the way, we are going to concentrate more on speaking, and we will also go back to task 1. But I just want to make sure you all understand how to structure these essays. And of course, the only way to improve at doing these essays is to write more of them. That's the only way you're going to get better. But we'll be doing that too. So everyone, I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you again for coming to the class. It was nice to see you all. I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Promise work.